What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Hold on, let me give y'all a little bit more energy than that because high energy yields high bank accounts and high results. So let me take back my energy from before. Let me rephrase that. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Hey, hey, hey. Let me go on and get us set up for today, okay? I want y'all to stick around with me for a little bit because we are going to go over the template for tonight real quick because y'all already know it's a 5-minute template, so it does not take me more than 15 minutes to demonstrate it. However, I want y'all to stick around with me because we have a special announcement from Coach Chrissy, and I want to bring Coach Chrissy on, and we're going to have a little conversation, okay? So I want y'all to hang out with me for a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is go through this real quick. But this is absolutely a really cool template that you'll be able to use for more than just t-shirts. You think about your party favors, backdrops, things of all sorts. So this is going to give you a really cool effect to do. And I'm just going to switch some things out, show you how to switch out the text, the colors, etc. And of course, this being a smart template, it won't take long. So let's go ahead and first and foremost, let's change out our photo. So we'll right click on the photo, go to that. And you know what? I'm going to turn on this little annoying thing here because I think y'all like it, where it shows you what I'm clicking on. So I'm right clicking on the photo, go to the word photo. It will identify the name of that layer and go to that layer here. All right. And then inside of here, I'm actually going to change out the image here. So I'm going to double click on the smart object. And then what you'll do is you'll do File, Place Embedded, File, Place Embedded, and you'll find the image that you want to put there. Let's see if I have a cool photo. Let's do graduation photo. Place. Okay. Boom. There we go. Let's hit enter to lock in that transformation. And then I'm going to go ahead and close out the previous photo there. When I close out, I'm going to say yes to save those changes. It'll propagate to my image here. And you'll notice it has this cool little blue glow around it now. And let's just say that I also have a mascot or maybe a logo that I want to use here. Okay, because as you saw, we could also do wedding things, grad things, whatever you can think of. You can even put the name of the mascot here. So I'm going to change this one out. Let's go to our logo here. And let's say our logo is a hornet instead. And if you all like these type of logo styles, let us know because we are developing some of this artwork for different teams. So this is just something we're playing with right now, but we're developing the finalized artwork. So I want you all to be able to be a part of that. All right, so let's say now that our colors for this school is not blue, but it's maybe a golden yellow and black. Let's grab the colors from the logo. So we'll grab our color picker tool here. And let's grab maybe this yellow here. And then you can hold down your mouse, hover over an area till you get the color that you want. I like that yellow. I'm going to double click on the swatch here. And then I'm going to click add to swatches. All right. And I don't need to choose a black because pretty much black is a standard color, black, white. And let's say there was a particular other color. Maybe I wanted to get a little bit darker yellow here to kind of resemble maybe that honeycomb look. Then maybe I would add that as my second color because you can have two main colors here. All right. And now what I'm going to do is click on, go all the way up to the top. And this is where I usually store your smart colors. And right here is smart color number 1, which you can tell right now is blue. So I'm going to double click on the blue. And then I'm going to duplicate this layer just because I want to keep the previous blue. And now I can click on the swatch that we just created to turn it to that yellow. I'll say yes to update. And let's just see what magic happens and how everything turns up. All right. So it turned everything that was once blue to yellow. And if you remember, like way back in the day, this was a regular template. It wasn't a smart template yet. And now that it's a smart template, all of the colors change together. Before, you had to change the colors of the words, the colors of the triangle, colors of the background, etc. So now it all changes together, including the lightning. And then what we're going to do is, let's say this yellow color is a little bit lighter and brighter than the initial royal darker blue that was here. So I'm going to go to where the text is here and go to my text effects. And I have a layer on here just for the levels. So you can play with it. If you click on this levels here, double click on it, it'll allow you to come play with it over on the side. And if I want it really brighter, I can take the midtones and bring it closer to the left, which is where the shadows are. And notice how it gets really brighter. This is an option that you'll have to basically crank up the brightness or the intensity of that color. I'll do the same thing here with the triangle. Let's see, let me grab the triangle here. Same thing, it has a color here, but it also has this levels here that we can adjust. So I'm going to adjust the levels so I can make sure that that triangle like really brightens up. And then you have a number here. Right now, the number is what, 23? And let's go ahead and recolor this one. And what I need to add to this one, I'm going to add a black and white layer here. So just in case, no matter what color is in here, it'll gray tone that out. And then maybe this 23 represents the year that that someone's graduating, the year that, if you said wedding things, the year that someone's getting married, whatever the theme is, you can put a number there, or you can turn it completely off if you don't want to use that layer. And let's see here. I would also go ahead and turn on my 13 by 19 layer. So I'll right click, go to the background. And I have a 13 by 19 layer mask on here, as I typically do. And then that way you can decide where you want your logo to kind of pop out from, where it makes most sense. Maybe even rotate it a little bit so you get the biggest effect out of it. I think I like it right about there, because it's going to vary based on what your logo actually is here. But that's it. This design is ready to go. Super, super simple. Of course, you have a secondary color you can change out and play with here. But this really does its thing with literally just maybe 5 clicks. So let me show you how to go ahead and change out the text. Let's right click on the text here. And as a matter of fact, it's actually easy to go all the way to the top. And I have a cheat sheet up here. There's your photo. There's your text, and there's your number. So let's double click on the text. I'm going to show you how we have to do this a little bit tricky. So I already have senior things in here, wedding things, and baller things. Let's say we want to make one called Hornet things or Trojan things or whatever the theme is. I'm going to duplicate an existing group here, turn off the eyeball for the previous one. And I want you to check this out here. The reason why the first and the last letter are separate is because I want them to be bigger than the other text. So in order to do that, kind of just cheated here and just put the first and last initial on here a little bit bigger. And then the filling, you will have to spell out in between. So let's say I wanted this to say Hornet, then I would take the B and I would put an H. And then the R would be a T. And inside of here, I'll double click on the T here and just make sure, because spell check will not work when you do this way. Okay, so you have to be sure that you're spelling correctly. And then I'm going to squish this in until it makes sense, because you're going to have different amounts of widths depending on the words that you have there. And now we have Hornet things. So I'm going to change the name of this folder here. There we go. It now says Hornet things. When I close this out and say yes to save it, you'll see that that automatically changes. So this design is ready to go. I want y'all to see how you can immediately take a few clicks and make a totally different design and wow your customers without spending a lot of time and energy and effort, but it looks really, really complicated. It looks like you put a lot of energy, time, and effort into it, and you're able to charge accordingly. So stop doing free art when your art looks like this, okay? All right, so I am going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to close up my folders because I have all these folders open, and it's like busting your head on the cabinet because it's just too many things open and in your face. Let's shut them all down. And then what I'm going to do is, with this background is a 13 by 19, I'm going to right click on art and quick export as PNG. So I'm going to call this variation number 2 because I have the blue version as the all over. And then if I right click and disable the layer mask here, now I'm going to get the full all over effect. And I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG. And then that's going to be my third variation. And let's take a look at what this looks like now. All right. So we'll go to our folder here. And I'm going to bring up our thumbnail. There it is. And I'm just going to show you the variation. This is how I make my little real quick thumbnails that I don't even really think too much about. I should do better, but I spend so much time getting y'all together that sometimes I don't get my stuff together. So let me stop making excuses, just do what I got to do. All right, so let's see. This is number 2 and number 3. I'm going to just click and drag it over here to my artboard. Hit enter to lock in the transformation. And then that way you'll know what it looks like as a variation number 1. And then let's bring this one on top. Variation number 2. And then sometimes what I like to do for the layer mask is to put like a glow or something around it so that you can tell that it doesn't have just like a square edge. So let's do an outer glow. And we'll do a normal color. Let's make it white since our image is already dark. Full opacity, and let's kind of crank that up a little bit just so you can see what it looked like on a white t-shirt. Perfect. And then that way this is giving you some ideas here. I think what I'll do for this other all over, let me show you the wedding things because I think that would be a good understanding because I know we have the mascot here. Let's do one more flip. Let's change out the photo. See how fast we can do it. New photo here. And I want you also to know that once you put the photo here, it automatically does some fading off at the bottom. But let's say, for instance, maybe this wedding photo is coming out further than I want it to. Then I can come to the layer mask for this particular image. Grab my black paintbrush. Make sure I'm on the layer mask. I lied. That is not the right layer mask. I need to be on the photo down here. Let's pull it out. Turn my smart color back on. And then what I want to do here is I want to see how it's going to create a hard line right here on the outside of this veil. I want to avoid that. So I'm going to go to the layer mask, grab my paintbrush, make sure I have a big round brush about 800, 900 pixels. And you can tell because you can come up here. It'll tell you the size. The hardness, I want all the way 0. That means it's going to be a soft brush. And the size, let's just call it 800. Okay. And then what I want to do is come down here to my default colors. And it's usually going to choose your black and white. I want black up front because black's going to conceal and white will reveal. And as you can see, I'm just very lightly brushing off down here. And that gives me a nice kind of graduated effect where it doesn't look so harsh. And it looks like my image belongs here. Okay. All right. And then, of course, we would either change out or take off the logo in general. So let's say I want to take off the logo. I would go to logo, double click. And all I would do is just turn the eyeball off for the logo. Come out of here, hit yes. So there, anywhere the logo was would be invisible now. And let's say I wanted to say wedding things. Keep in mind I already have that text ready for you. Let's go all the way to the top. where it says hornet things. Now we will change that out. Turn off the hornet things and turn on the wedding things. There we go. And let's pick a fun color. Maybe we already did a blue. We did yellow. Let's pick a different color here. I'll turn off the previous colors and let's see what swatches I already have picked. None of these are really speaking to me. Let's go with a nice teal color. Oh, I didn't mean to change that. Oh yeah, I did because I duplicated, so I'm good. All right, so let's change it to a teal color and see how it affects the whole design. And especially if they give you a certain Pantone color or a certain hex color for an event, a team, a business, then you can use that exact color and see how quickly it changed. And now it looks like a totally different design. And that's all, folks. So this is going to be class tonight. I hope y'all really have fun with this one. I think you will. I think you'll be able to show off quite a lot with how quickly you can change this out and make it look like a totally different thing. Now, I want to keep in mind too, let's say the wedding things here is a little lighter than the color you want it to be. Then, of course, you can go back to your levels, double click, and you can change those midtones, just that little middle arrow, change that, and it will affect how light or bright that underlying color is that's affected by the color that's on top. Okay, so that's all, folks. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I save this for y'all, and then I'm going to include this one as our variation. All right, so this one, I'm going to right click on the folder, quick export as PNG, and now this one I'll do as -4. Come over here to our thumb. And let's put in our -4. Let's do place embedded. Boom, diddly boom, boom. Oh, I guess it wasn't finished saving or something. I'm interrupting the flow. I'm clicking too fast. It should not take this long. There it is. All right, and I'm just going to reduce the size down here, kind of turn it a little, just to let you know that it is a totally different design. And there we go. All right, and as I get this one ready for upload for tonight's class, I'm going to go ahead and get our special guest ready for you. Hold on just a momento. Got that done. And then if I want to save this for web, because the file is so huge, usually it's not going to allow you to save or upload it for web. So what I do is export. Okay, and then do save for web so I can control the size here. And normally it doesn't want your biggest pixels to be over 2000. And this will work for a YouTube thumbnail too. And if I can remember, I'll change the YouTube thumbnail. All right, let's go ahead and put this in my downloads for now. And then I'll end up putting this in my 208 folder. Well, I took us to 308. We're supposed to be on 208. All right, there we go. All right, so now we have our thumbnail ready. And I'm going to go ahead and see if Coach Chrissy's ready for us. Coach Chrissy, you ready for us? Give me a thumbs up in the background. You good? Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let's add Coach Chrissy to the stream. Coach Chrissy, what it do? Hey, love, hey.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. So I wanted to come on, and as you all can see from my face, I was diagnosed last week with Bell's palsy. Some of you are in our VIP group know that over the last maybe month and a half, I have been sick off and on. And what I found out last week was that I basically had a viral infection that never really went away. Um, and it by it sticking around, they said the virus kind of floats around in your body. It can be dormant, and then it'll attach to your neurons. And this is what happened: that it attached to the neurons in my brain that control my facial muscles. And so I have the right side of my face is paralyzed, as you can see. And I just wanted to come on and share with the community because it has altered my appearance. It has altered my voice. For those of you that will be with us tonight in the VIP and in class tonight, um, you will hear the difference in my voice. And I just wanted, everybody to know what was going on. And I felt like this was the best way to just kind of tell everybody at one time so I don't have to keep repeating everything. It is a not a permanent condition, but they say that it can go anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 months. So there's no way for me to know how long this is going to happen, how long this is going to be like that. And last week I was really dealing with it, and emotional, and uh, getting my emotional mental health together because um, it's an adjustment. It With my right eye won't close all the way. So during the day, throughout the day, I have to wear a patch over my eye. Um, so it's been some physical adjustments for me as well, and just frustrating overall, just frustrating. So I but y'all are my people, and you know I I don't feel bad. I do get a little bit tired because they said since it's a neurological disorder, my brain is working overtime. And y'all know I'm always working anyway. So my brain is always working. So it's working even more trying to adjust to this situation. And so I have to kind of slow down a little bit. Probably, well, I'm not even going to say probably. It's something that I needed to do anyway. Start relying more on my support system, and, you know, just, but the one thing that I'm not going to do is let this stop me from attaining my goals that I've set for myself. I'm not going to allow this to take me away from my community. Of course, I had to go through a mental adjustment to want anyone to even see me like this. But my people are my people, and I love y'all, and I know that y'all love me. I truly have felt the support, not just for this situation but just in general. So I felt comfortable to come and share this with you all, and to just let you know what I'm going through, so that you all will understand when you hear the difference in my voice on in class tonight. And I do still plan on going live. I'm gonna be showing y'all some things. It's time for graduation to be getting kicked off. My graduation season has already kind of started over here, and I definitely want to set you guys up for success. So I told y'all I'm gonna go live and show y'all how to do the stoles and the shirts, and I still plan on doing all of that. I'm not gonna let this stop me from doing that. So I definitely um will still be here, still be around. So just wanted to let y'all know what was going on though.
Yeah, like I'm clicking right now, Chrissy. I don't know if you can see the chat on the back end. But
Yeah, I can. I appreciate all of the messages that I'm seeing. I'm kind of scrolling through them right now.
mhm.
So,
I love it. I love the love. I love the genuine concern and prayers and positivity that we have for one another. I love the energy that Coach Chrissy has for letting this be something that she is vulnerable enough to share with us, but brave enough to continue to push through and to still look out for us. So that's why I also want to let us know that as resourceful as Coach Chrissy is, as amazing as she is, let's also give some grace, some slack when it comes to you all expecting maybe immediate responses and that sort of thing. Because I'm giving orders to Coach Chrissy. Coach Chrissy still wants to teach because this is her happy place now. So don't make me take her happy place away. If y'all gonna bother her, then I'm gonna have to take it away. Okay. So, but this is just another testament that will eventually be a testimony of that disruption often follows intention, and it's really how we feel is relevant. Taking those feelings into consideration, dealing with those. Certainly, but also allowing others to help us in this position. So I just want, I want us to look out for one another. I want us to look out for ourselves. Um, and we'll be giving y'all some further details, but Coach Chrissy and I are going to do Dr. Bobby's herbal cleanse together. I got my family doing it with me as well. Like, look, this was our, one of the eye-opening experiences that we need sometimes to see that we're not taking care of ourselves like we could be and like we should be. And one of the eye-opening experiences that we want so much to be everyone's everything and there for everyone else. But this lets us know, like, hey, if we're not tapped into self at our highest level and our best version of ourselves, then we can't be there in an optimal way for everybody else. So if anybody else wants to do it, Coach Chrissy, you can let me know when your stuff comes in.
okay.
Um, we'll do a little session on that. We'll talk about it, but I'll let you all know what we're doing. We're gonna do. As a matter of fact, I got my little stuff right here. We're gonna do our herbal cleanse. It's a two-part herbal cleanse. Yes, they are bitter teas, but this is what we're gonna do first thing in the morning so that we can reset our gut health. Make sure you check with your physician if you're on any kind of medication or anything that could be affecting it. But yeah, so we're gonna do a 14-day. We're actually, Coach Chrissy, you gonna do the 28 days with me, right?
We're doing the 28 days.
Yeah, and Coach Chrissy was already on a good path, y'all. Coach Chrissy was already doing her better health and getting on onto her journey. Coach Chrissy, how many pounds did you end up losing so far?
I've lost 45 pounds so far.
45 pounds. So it just lets you know that even when you have the best of intentions, there's going to be things thrown in our way. There's going to be obstacles that really just make us feel like we ought to just shut down. But I have to say that Coach Chrissy, this is inspiring. This is everything that I like could dream that you could be. You are that person. You are that stand up person for yourself and for others. And just know that whatever you need, we got you. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
And thank you guys. I see all the comments. I'm not gonna try to go down and say something to everybody. I might miss somebody, but thank y'all for all of the prayers. I
mhm,
definitely need it, and welcome. And for all of y'all in VIP, I'll see y'all tonight. The
yeah.
personality ain't gone nowhere.
Oh,
Just might sound a little different, look a little different, but it's still me in here.
amen. Amen. Well, Coach Chrissy, I'm looking forward to that. And if you need anything, I'll be on standby. And I'm sure everybody will be in class tonight to support. So if you're VIP or Platinum VIP, go and show up in class. Make sure you make it do what it do. Make sure you're posting your examples of your work in the academy. That's what makes Coach Chrissy happy when she see that her work is paying off and the things that
Yeah.
she's teaching you, you're actually applying and you're putting out there. So keep showing off, y'all. Keep doing what you're doing despite all the things and all the disruptions. Y'all keep on your path of doing this for you, doing this for your freedom, doing this for your family's freedom, and we're gonna rock together. All right. Once we locked in, ain't no switching up. Y'all know how to how the new saying goes. All right. So thank you, Coach Chrissy. You know I love you, and let me know if you need anything in the meantime. Okay.
Well, do.
All right, my loves. Listen, we appreciate you. We love you dearly, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
See y'all later. Peace. Peace.